Hello and welcome to MC in Focus, Montgomery College's only student-produced newscast. Thanks for joining us. I'm Whitney Littlejohn.
And I'm Orioles Mascot, and let's take a look at today's top stories. Almost 5 years after Army Major Nadal Hassan shot and killed 13 people at Fort Hood, the horrific situation occurred again. Army Specialist Ivan Lopez killed 3 people and wounded 16 before taking his own life. Lopez, who served 4 months in Iraq, was being treated for anxiety and depression, as well as being evaluated for post-traumatic stress disorder. Lieutenant General Mark Milley said Lopez was taking medication for a self-diagnosed brain injury. Milley said Lopez was not injured in action. Investigators not yet know what motivated Lopez to turn on his fellow soldiers.
General Motors has recalled 2.5 million vehicles worldwide in the past 2 months after faulty ignition switches and airbags failed to deploy. GM says it knows of 13 deaths and 32 crashes connected to the defective parts. Mary T. Barra, the CEO of GM, told lawmakers on Capitol Hill that GM will pay for the victims' damages during a hearing earlier this week.
A dispute over a Rockville parking lot reaches Maryland's second highest court. Pumphrey Funeral Home wants to build a parking lot in a historic residential neighborhood. However, the city of Rockville rejected the funeral home's request. A 3-judge panel from the Maryland Court of Special Appeals will consider whether the city was wrong to repeal a text amendment that would allow the Pumphreys to seek the permit. If either party is unsatisfied with the decision, they can take the case to Maryland's highest court, the Court of Appeals.
The city of Rockville plans to increase bike share miles around the area. A proposal will soon be debated regarding the amount of miles that will be available. Currently, Rockville has 34 miles of shared lanes and separate bikeway facilities. The proposal would add 24.5 miles of dedicated bikeway and 18 miles of shared lanes over the next 10 years. The plan will also improve the safety of bicyclists by making crossing busy intersections much easier. Lastly, the proposal will also make advanced traffic signals for the public hearing. The public hearing, will have the proposed bikeway plan scheduled for April 9th at City Hall.
Montgomery County Board of Education has made official adjustments to school calendars to make up for lost school days due to snow in Montgomery County. Montgomery County's public schools will have school April 21st, the Monday after Easter. Instead of June 12th being the last day of the school year, it has been officially changed to June 13th, making June 12th a full day for students. This agreement of this plan will make up for the many days that were missed this year.
You're watching MC in Focus. We'll be right back after this student-produced commercial.
The Health Enhancement and Exercise Science Department invites you to its wellness fair. This event will feature information, assessments, and demonstrations relating to health and fitness. The fair will be presented by both students and professional organizations. It is going to take place on Wednesday, April 16th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in room 119 of the Physical Education Building. Be there.
My name is Maimuna Kamara. I'm in a television program at Montgomery College. The television program is designed primarily for students to gain knowledge and skills needed to pursue career in television. It teaches the students skills applicable to the real world as a writer, as an editor, as a director, and many more. I recommend the television program because it will prepare you to enter the job market with the appropriate education.
Don't let calories kill your appetite. Serve some tender chicken with rice, apples, and string beans. Have pork chops with black bean corn relish. You can even try something entirely different, like rice and plantains, fish and stew, garnished with green beans and carrots. Then have a healthy chocolate milkshake or a warm banana pudding for dessert with no extra calories. Eating healthy should always look this good. The variety is endless. Try it.
The Quicken Loans National, formerly known as the AT&T National, will be held at the Congressional Country Club in Bethesda in 2016, 18, and 2020. Club members approved a proposal to have the event held at the club. Voting on the proposal ends this Sunday. The Congressional Country Club has been hosting the PGA tournament since 2007. In 2009, almost 200,000 spectators generated $29 million in revenue, according to Montgomery County's Department of Economic and Development.
Now this is what we all want to know. Is it finally time to put away those coats and start putting on our shorts? With all the snow rumors gone, it looks as though we're going to finally see some spring-like weather. Let's see how our weekend is going to look. Today we have a slight rain and partly cloudy sky with a high of 64 and a low of 50. Saturday will be less gloomy as temperatures remain warm in the day with a high of 64, with cooler temperatures at night with a low of 36. Sunday's forecast includes partly cloudy skies, a high of 64 and low of 40. Temperatures will slowly begin to rise throughout the week as we transition into the long-awaited spring season. It will be kicked off with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. The upcoming week is expected to close with a high of 76 by next Friday.
I'm looking forward to some good weather.
Me too. Definitely.
I can roll down my windows. That'd be great. This week, D.C. Mayor Vincent Gray signed a bill to decriminalize the use of marijuana. The bill reduces the penalty for possession of up to an ounce of marijuana to $25 and allows small amounts of personal use. As it stands now, anyone arrested for possession faces up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Congress must still review the bill before it becomes a law. Some activist groups like the ACLU think this new law would reduce the possibility of racially biased arrests and incarcerations.
Montgomery College campuses are holding job fairs in the next couple of weeks. Students will be able to meet with employers who specialize in their major. The college hopes that meeting with an employer will help build a connection to help students get jobs. International students who have limited work options may find an internship that can use to build their resume. Students who want to prepare for the fair can contact their campus career service representative. The event takes place in Tacoma Park, Wednesday, April 9 in the Student Services Building, Rockville, April 24 in the Cedar Arts Building, and Germantown, April 29 in the High Technology Center, room 216.
Next week, MC reaches out to the community in a notable way. Montgomery College is hosting a Holocaust commemoration ceremony on the Rockville campus, Tuesday, April 8th. The ceremony pays tribute to the courage and strength of Holocaust victims and survivors, featuring narratives and photographs of witnesses and a candle lighting ceremony honoring local Holocaust survivors. There's also a screening of Bernice Steinhardt's award-winning film, Through the Eye of the Needle. This free event starts at 6 p.m. in the Theater Arts Arena with light refreshments to be served. On April 9th, MC's own President Dr. Darion Pollard will hold her State of the College speech, focusing on what MC students need. You can stream Dr. Pollard's speech live by visiting montgomerycollege.edu/stateofthecollege and tweet your thoughts with hashtag #WhatMCStudentsNeed.
Montgomery College opened its doors to students from all around the world. At MC in Focus, we dug a bit deeper to find out what each international student has to do in order to study at Montgomery College. Welcome to Montgomery College, where over 170 countries are represented by students and international students. Montgomery College opened its doors to international students who want to study in the United States. As one of the international student coordinators at Montgomery College, Ms. Heidi Russell-Kalkofen helps international students to get student visa documentation so they can take classes or complete degrees. Ms. Heidi will explain each step required to obtain a student visa to come study at Montgomery College.
If a student's outside of the United States, they're going to be doing a lot by mail, or they're going to have a friend or family member in the area who needs to help them through this process and can kind of bring us documentation. So what we have on our webpage is sort of a step-by-step, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what do you do? And they need to apply like any other student does and get a student ID number and get a profile in our computer system so that the whole college knows who they are. And then we need some additional documentation to create a form called an I-20, which is a certificate of eligibility.
Once you have completed all the requirements for the student visa, the International Student Office will respond in a timely manner.
So the other documents that we need are really those. Proof that a student is really at the college level of education, that they've finished secondary education in their home country, which sometimes means we have to evaluate some things. That we know that their English level is high enough that they can actually take classes with us.
The international student coordinators on each campus work hard to make it easy for students to navigate the F1 process. We spoke to Charles Stephan, an international student at Montgomery College, about how long did he have to wait to obtain his F1 student visa.
Well, it took me approximately 2 to 3 months because we had to translate my document and send it overseas.
For MC in Focus, Orioles Molina.
Well, it's been a very busy week in the world of sports, but who better to deliver the news than none other than Alejandro Cartagena.
What's up? Hey. Welcome to InFocus Sports. I'm your host, Alejandro Cartagena. Oh, hey, it's time for springtime. That means let's kick off this springtime with some women's softball team. They started the season off sour, losing back-to-back games to Dundalk 15-7 and 19-8. They play Frederick Community College twice in the next week, so wish them luck for the first win. Boom! Baseball season is here. Opening day had the Baltimore Orioles and the Washington Nationals winning their season openers. Both teams were in a 3-game series with the Nationals sweeping the New York Mets 3-0 and the Red Sox 2-1 over the Orioles. Sadly, the Nationals catcher Wilson Ramos was injured in the first game, breaking his hand, and he will be out at least 3 to 6 weeks. The Nationals' next game is later today at 1:15 against Atlanta Braves. Keeping it in the district, the Washington Capitals lost to the Dallas Stars 5-0 on Tuesday and will play the New Jersey Devils today at 7. Keep calm, all you Redskins fans. NFL free agency news is here. The Washington Redskins making a big splash after the acquisition of former Eagles wide receiver DeSean Jackson, signing him to a 3-year contract worth $24 million and $16 million guaranteed. Another free agent signing was former Terrapin wide receiver Darius Haywood-Bay. He signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The once dominant player of the PGA Tour, Tiger Woods, will need back surgery, keeping him out of this year's Masters. Tiger will be missing his first Masters since 1995. Let's hope he has a speedy recovery. And finally, this Saturday, it's time for the Final Four. In this men's tournament, we had the #1 ranked Florida facing off with Connecticut, and #2 Wisconsin against the University of Kentucky. The women's Maryland Terrapins making it to the Final Four after beating #3 Louisville 76-73. The Lady Terrapins will next face off against the undefeated #1 Notre Dame ladies. And also, the Washington Wizards make the playoffs. So everybody be happy. Now back to y'all.
I love that the Lady Terps have showed the boys how it's done.
Yes.
No, you
Definitely.
don't like that? Oh, that's my
I'm
favorite.
sorry.
That's the best thing to
Obviously,
know.
but you know, it's nice to see the women sort of come out and show out.
Yeah, it's always good.
Yeah, it's always
No,
good. No, you. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. You know, I feel bad for Tiger Woods though. I feel bad because it's
Yeah.
weird to have the Masters without him, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to, feels like to lose.
Imagine being in surgery though, like it's not the place to be. And he should be out there on the field. Maybe they'll have like a cardboard cutout of him, and
He will get better.
commemoration.
He will probably get better.
Who y'all have in the Final Four then?
Who do we have? Oh my gosh. Was it
Who do you
Kentucky?
have?
Kentucky.
Okay, Wisconsin? I
Okay,
don't
well
know.
then I'm gonna take Florida because I don't want to agree with all y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Fine, you don't have to. We're the ones gonna win.
Okay, well, thank you for watching MC in Focus. Be sure to tune in next week for more of Montgomery College's student-produced newscast. I'm Orioles Molina.
And I'm Whitney Littlejohn.
I'm Alejandro Cartagena.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next time, Montgomery County.
Bye, you guys.